You know, the way you see yourself, your self-image, is the thing that controls pretty much everything in your life. If you see yourself as capable, confident, and successful, you'll act that way. But if you see yourself as someone who always messes up, someone who's not good enough, well, you'll keep proving yourself right. The crazy part, most people don't even realize they're running their lives based on this mental picture. And here's the good news, that picture can be changed. Think about it this way, your brain is like a goal-seeking machine. It's built to help you achieve whatever you focus on. But the problem is, if you're feeding it negative messages like, I'm not talented, or I'll never succeed, it'll take you exactly where you don't want to go. It's like programming a GPS with the wrong destination. You've got to give it better instructions. The secret to changing your life is changing the way you see yourself. You have to create a new, positive self-image. And you do that through imagination. Here's something wild. Your brain doesn't know the difference between something that's real and something you vividly imagine. If you start picturing yourself as confident, capable, and successful, your brain will believe it. And when your brain believes it, your actions follow. Your self-image is running the show. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone who thinks they're terrible at public speaking. Every time they give a talk, they're nervous, they stumble over their words, and they think everyone's judging them. Their self-image says, I'm a bad speaker, so that's how they act. But what if that same person started visualizing themselves speaking confidently? What if they pictured the audience smiling and clapping, and imagined the words flowing naturally? Over time, their brain would start to believe it. And when that belief changes, so does their performance. Here's the thing, your self-image works like a thermostat. If it's set to average, you'll keep living an average life, no matter how hard you try to stretch beyond it. If it's set to failure, you'll find ways to fail, even when success is within reach. But if you reset it to success, you'll naturally start moving in that direction. The key is to change the setting, and imagination is how you do it. Stop believing the lies you tell yourself. Now, let's be honest for a second. Most of us are walking around with some pretty lousy beliefs about ourselves. Maybe you've told yourself, I'm not smart enough, or I'll never be good at this, or I always mess things up. Those beliefs didn't come from nowhere. They came from past experiences. Maybe you failed at something, or someone criticized you. But here's the thing, they're not facts. They're just stories, and stories can be rewritten. So, how do you rewrite them? First, question them. Ask yourself, is this really true? Most of the time, you'll find it's not. Just because you failed once doesn't mean you're destined to fail forever. Replace those negative thoughts with better ones. Instead of I can't, say, I'm learning. Instead of I always fail, say, I'm figuring it out. You have to train your brain to think differently. And here's another thing, don't let your emotions control you. Emotions are tricky because they're often based on irrational thoughts. For example, let's say you're afraid of asking for a promotion at work. You might think, what if they laugh at me? Or what if they think I'm not good enough? But are those thoughts really true? Probably not. When you challenge those irrational fears with logic, they lose their power. Relax, don't force it. Here's something people don't talk about enough. Success often comes when you stop trying so hard. When you're tense and overthinking, you block yourself. Your brain works best when it's relaxed and focused. Think about it. When do your best ideas come to you? Probably when you're taking a shower, going for a walk, or just letting your mind wander, right? That's because your mental success mechanism operates naturally when you're calm. So relax. Trust that your brain knows what to do. Give it a clear goal, visualize where you want to go, and then let it work. Don't force it. Stay calm, stay focused, and let the process unfold. Happiness is a habit, not a destination. Let's talk about happiness for a minute. A lot of people think, I'll be happy when I lose weight, or I'll be happy when I get a better job. But that's a trap. When you tie happiness to some future goal, you're always chasing it, and you never actually feel it. Happiness isn't something you get after achieving something. It's a habit. It's something you practice every day. Start by being grateful for what you have. Look for little things to appreciate. Celebrate small wins. And most importantly, stop beating yourself up over past mistakes or worrying about the future. Happiness lives in the present moment, not in some imagined future. Failure isn't the enemy. Here's the truth about failure. It's not the enemy. It's feedback. Think of it like a guided missile. When the missile veers off course, it doesn't freak out and give up. It just adjusts and keeps going. That's what failure is. It's your brain saying, okay, that approach didn't work. Let's try something else. The only real failure is quitting. As long as you're still trying, you're learning. And learning means you're growing. So don't be afraid to fail. Look at it as part of the process. Heal your wounds. Let's face it, we all carry emotional scars. Maybe someone hurt you, rejected you, or criticized you. Those wounds can hold you back if you let them. But here's the thing, you don't have to carry them forever. You can heal. Start by forgiving. Forgive yourself for the mistakes you've made. Forgive others who've hurt you, not for their sake, but for yours. Holding on to anger or guilt only keeps you stuck. Let it go, and you'll feel lighter. And stop living in the past. You can't change it. What you can do is focus on the present and build a better future. Be yourself. You know what's exhausting? Pretending to be someone you're not. A lot of people walk around wearing masks, trying to please everyone, afraid of being judged. But that's no way to live. When you're constantly trying to fit into someone else's idea of who you should be, you lose yourself. Be yourself. Embrace who you are, flaws and all. When you stop trying to impress everyone, you'll find a sense of freedom and confidence you didn't know you had. Turn problems into opportunities. Here's a mindset shift for you. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, look at them as opportunities. Every problem has something to teach you. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow because of this? A positive mindset can turn even the toughest situations into stepping stones. Live with purpose. And finally, let's talk about purpose. You need a reason to get out of bed in the morning. Set goals that matter to you. Stay curious. Keep learning. When you live with purpose, life feels richer and more meaningful. So that's the bottom line. Your self-image controls your life. Change how you see yourself, and you'll change everything. Use your imagination to create a new mental picture. Trust your brain's natural ability to guide you, and don't let fear or failure stop you. You've got everything you need to succeed. It's just a matter of putting it to work. Now go for it. Start picturing the life you want, and watch it unfold.